What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. And in this video, I want to talk about the Giants possibly going out and trading for Vikings star safety Anthony Harris. Now, it's been reported that the Giants were very interested in Anthony Harris and were definitely strong suitors to make a run at him in free agency had he hit the market. Now, the Minnesota Vikings decided they were going to go ahead and franchise Anthony Harris, and they're trying to work out a long-term deal, but nothing has happened yet. He led the league with 6 interceptions last season. He also had 11 pass defenses, and this is something that the Giants really need. Very weak at safety. I mean, we know that. They're very thin over there. They got Jabril Peppers. Maybe they addressed this in the draft. I wanted the Giants to go after Von Bell. I wanted them to make some kind of move because while Dave Gettleman has addressed the linebacking spot, he certainly hasn't addressed the safety spot. Now, again, this is something that they could go out and do as far as draft picks go. You know, maybe they go out and they get Grant Delpit. Who knows what the draft entails. But Anthony Harris is definitely a really big name out there that the New York Giants could possibly go out and trade for. And these are just rumors. Again, the Minnesota Vikings, I believe their asking price is really high, so it's probably going to scare away the New York Giants. I really don't see the Giants making a move for Anthony Harris, but you never know. I mean, is Anthony Harris better than somebody you're going to draft? They'd probably have to give up a third-round pick at the least amount. If they had to give up their 99th pick for Anthony Harris, it probably would be a good deal. Now, they would have to sign him long-term, and the guy's 28, so it's not like you'd want to give him a 5-year deal. Maybe you bring him in here for 3 years like they did with James Bradberry. Maybe they gave him a 3-year, $45 million deal. I don't really know what the Minnesota Vikings are trying to work out with Harris, but this is a guy that the Giants could definitely use on their squad, no doubt. And if the asking price is right, then I think maybe they ought to make a run at him. But the likelihood of this is not very high. We'll just put it that way. And again, I think that the Giants could probably address the safety spot in the draft, and they won't have to pay a guy nearly as much. But this is certainly an interesting story, and it is definitely a position that we are really lacking at. And of course, with the because of the amendments to the other contracts, the Blake Martinez and the James Bradberry, and the Giants have an extra $10 million in cap. So it does allow them to go out and maybe trade for an Anthony Harris and sign him, like I said, maybe not long-term, but sign him to a deal. Like I said, I wouldn't want to go more than 3 years with this guy. He's 28. So, again, it doesn't make sense to give him a 5-year deal. And, again, I don't know what the parameters of what they're trying to work out. I don't know what he's asking for from Minnesota, but there hasn't been a long-term deal done yet. And I know before he was franchised, the New York Giants were extremely interested in him, which tells me that Dave Gettleman does understand there is a need at the safety position for the New York Giants, which is why I was surprised he didn't make a run at Von Bell, because I think Bell got 3 years, $18 million. It certainly wasn't a ton of money, and the Giants could have afforded him, and he's a younger guy. I believe Von Bell is only 24, maybe he's 25, but that would have made more sense for them to make a run at him. Of course, Von Bell is not the caliber player of Anthony Harris, and Anthony Harris would immediately improve our secondary. If you added an Anthony Harris or the James Bradberry, then you're talking. I mean, then your secondary starts to beef up a little bit, and these veteran guys could definitely help out these young prospects that the Giants have in the secondary. And who knows? I mean, maybe even if you wanted to go out and get Anthony Harris, maybe you still could address the safety spot in the draft by going out and getting one later in the draft. I mean, who knows? I found it interesting. I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Again, I don't see this happening. This is something that's not very likely to happen, but it is out there that the Giants were very interested in Anthony Harris before he was tagged by the Vikings, and it is still something that maybe they could look into now with newfound cap money if the asking price is right. What would you guys give up? Me personally, I think 99. I think we're picking 99th in the third round. I could be wrong about that, but our late third round pick, wherever that is, I know it's in the 90s someplace, and I'd be willing to give that up for Anthony Harris, but I'm not giving up anything more. I'm not giving up a second-round pick. There's no way I'm giving up number 36 for Anthony Harris. It's not happening. But, like I said, I found it interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is this somebody that you would want the Giants to trade and sign for? Is it somebody they should leave alone? And if you would trade and sign, what's the most that you would give up for him? What do you think? Let me know in the comments section. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Until then, it's the Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I am gone. Peace!